Now, by rights, Sussex rock musician Kevin Armstrong should be a household name because you will almost certainly have seen him or heard him in action. After all, the guitarist spent an entire 10 years working alongside David Bowie, and he made an album with the former Smiths frontman, Morrissey.
Well, he also performed on a world tour with the singer Sinead O'Connor, and he's played with the likes of Paul McCartney and Iggy Pop, who's now asked him to put together a new band for his forthcoming tour. And Piers Hopkirk caught up with Kevin and the band at their first rehearsal near Maidstone.
You may not recognise the face, but when music royalty wants a guitarist, they call for Kevin Armstrong. So when Iggy Pop needed a band for a European tour, it was Kevin who got the call.
I was absolutely, you could have knocked me down with a feather after all this time, but I actually said, yeah, of course. I jumped at it, you know, anybody would.
Kevin worked with Iggy Pop in the 80s. First stop for their reunion, Wembley Stadium, supporting the Foo Fighters next month. It's a return for Kevin. He played in David Bowie's band there at Live Aid.
When I lived very near that stadium, and I saw it demolished, and I saw the new one emerge a few years ago, and never thinking for a minute that I would be asked to play. So I was thinking I must be on a fairly short list of people who've played both Wembley 1 and Wembley 2, you know.
A little while later, David Bowie told Kevin about another project he had in mind and arranged a meeting.
Knocked on the door of Wardour Street, sort of 9 o'clock at night. Somebody let me in. I went down this little basement room with a little sofa, sat there, and he walked in with Mick Jagger. And it was like, I really had to sort of, you know, calm myself. And then we worked out Dancing in the Street, and we made the record. And it was an amazing moment to me to work with those two on my own in a room, and it was just incredible.
As well as performing, Kevin has co-written songs like this with Morrissey, even turning down a chance to join the Smiths.
And I went for a meeting with him at Rough Trade, and he said, you know, I want you to join the Smiths. I'm going to carry on the Smiths. And I sort of said to him at the time, well, you know, you remind me of that, the Black Knight in the Monty Python film with his limbs gone, saying, come back, it's only a flesh wound. I said, I can't join the Smiths, you know.
He may have turned down the Smiths, but for a man who works with so many stars, what difference does it make?
And is there anything in life that can replace every boy's dream of strapping on a lead guitar and stepping on stage?
Nope.
Piers Hopkirk, BBC South East Today, Bourton, Munchelsea, near Maidstone.
It's a CV and a half, isn't it?
He is, and a nice
Amazing.
guy too.